All right, then let's begin today's session. This will be roots and networks. You guys might have probably also have had a taste of it in your engineering during if you might have had the algorithm part of coding, wherein you might have seen the very famous. Anybody knows this one? Anybody has any idea of this? No one has studied this. Okay, guys, am I audible first of all?
Yes, you are audible, Jason.
Okay. So this did not happen in your graduation, the traveling salesman. This is quite an algorithm which is, generally discussed. This is present for computer, it is present for electronics. Most probably these two are the predominant ones. Okay, never mind. Even if it is not there or you did not come into contact with any such thing, no need to worry. We'll discuss that in detail as well. So basically, if I have to give you the synopsis of what is a routes and network, in short, let's suppose there are 5 cities. This is your factory production center, and these are cities A, B, C, D, E. Now each one is present at certain distance. This is the network that can be followed, and you might have various restrictions like the distance of this is too much, here the road is not good, and various different things, various different parameters would be given, and then questions would be asked. So the questions might depend on which is the best distance, best route followed, so that you can cover in shortest time possible, or there might be something that which is the optimal route so as to the truck can save as much as fuel as possible, various different things. So overall, this is how the session would be. I'll solve the first session that would be done, and then later we'll see how the problems will be solved. So let's say there are supermarkets J, K, L, M, and O in 6 different locations. So the ideal thing whenever such things comes is just mark them J, K, L, M, N, and O. If a person wants to go from one market to another, then he has to go as per the following directions. The routes between J and M, K and O are two ways. J and M, K and O are two ways. You can go in both the directions. Whereas routes from M to K, then L to N, and J to N, then K to N as well, and
Yes, sir, it's M to L also.
sorry, which one is M to L? Yeah, sorry, my bad, I missed that. M to L, we had M to K and L, N to M, J to N, that was done, K to N is done, and K to L as well. Okay, yeah, K to L are one way. Now, if a person wants to go from J to K, then he will go in which order, or how should he go? Now, if the person has to reach J to K, he can do is like let's not look at the options now for now. From J, where which are the positions that the person can go? Now,
G to
the
M.
per yeah, that is good. The perspective which we'll be using is a matrix method. Now, what it will do is it will ease out a lot of our calculation part. So to state how the matrix method works is, you have J, uh, K, you have L, M, N, and O. Similarly, J, K, L, M, N, and O. Now, after having this matrix, if if it's a one-way road, if it's a one-way road, we will write one. Like if the road is from J to N, we will write one. If J to N is double way, we will write two. If J to N is in the opposite direction, we will write -1. This is the convention we will follow. So this the won't be possible because you cannot go from same place to same place. Now J to K, J to K, is there any road? No, nothing. Put a dash. Then J to L, is there any direct? No, nothing. Put a dash. J to M, is there a road? Yes, and it is both ways. Then J to N, yes, there is a road and it's a one way. Moving forward, J to O, we do not have any direct route, nothing. K to J, do we have a route? No. K to L, do we have a road? No. K to M, do we have a road? Yes, but it is in the opposite direction. So -1. Then we have K to N. K to N, do we have a road? Yes. Similarly, K to O, do we have a road? Yes. Now L to J, do we have a road? Not possible. It will be quite the same. Like whatever you get here, its opposite will basically be here. The thing is, the opposite of basically nothing is nothing. That's it. Now similar goes for L to K. Do we have a road L to K? No, there's nothing. Same. Do we have a road from L to M? We do not. No, we do, but it's in the opposite direction. L to N, is there a road? Yes. L to O, is there a road? No. Now let's move from M to J. M to J, is there a road? Yes, and it's double way road. So we'll write 2 here. Now M to K, is there a road? Yes, there is a road. It goes single. M to L, M to L, there is a road. M to N, is there a road? No, there is not. And then we have M to O. No, there is no direct road. Similarly, let's fill for N. N to J, there is a negative road. Then N to K, also negative. N to L is also negative. N to N, there is no road. And N to O, there is no road. Similarly, let's move from O. O to J to O, not possible. K, there is, and it's a double road. Uh, okay, so we missed one here. It's a double road here as well. Okay. Now O to L, there is no road. O to M, there is no road. O to N, there is no road. That's it. This is what our table will be, and it is done. Now, come what may, this table will make my calculations very easy. The only thing is making this calculation part for the table. I hope the convention which we followed for this table is clear. Anybody having any doubts for this table?
No, Kesari.
Okay, great then. Let's move to the questions part. So if a person wants to go from J to K, now from J to K, how can you reach K? Okay, now suppose I replace
Suppose this is X, from X we are going Y. Now this Y is K. To reach K, how do we go there? We can reach K only when there is a positive 1 or there is a positive 2 for K. Let's check the column for K. There's a positive 1 or positive 2 in which one? M or O. So K can be reached only from M or O. How can you reach M? You can reach M by J. And how can you reach O? You can reach O by only one thing, K itself. There's no other thing of reaching O. So it totally boils down to how we will have the second option, J, M and K. Is the logic clear, guys? Everyone? Anybody any doubt with this question?
Clear, Casey.
Okay, great. Then now you guys have the table. Let's solve. Now you give me the answers for rest of this question of this paragraph. First of all, has everyone drawn this table? This is quite important, and the notation of how to move forward. Like I said, whenever there's a question that is asked, how do we go from X to Y? What you will go is column wise. You will check for that Y, and in Y you will see how do we reach there. And the only way of reaching there would be 1, not by -1, because -way is the opposite direction. So the only way of reaching there is 1 or a 2, because that is what the notation we have used. You can have your notation if you're comfortable with any notation that you use. Completely fine with it. But this is just, I would say, a procedure wherein the probability of you getting such types of questions right is quite high. Otherwise, what happens is, let's suppose there's a very tough question. What you do is, in order to avoid time, you skip this table, you do not draw it. What generally happens is you might get one question which is quite easy and you can solve it without the table. Second and third questions might happen that you might falter and you might end up marking the wrong question. And I do not want if you spend some time in your DILR and you come up with a wrong question, because in DILR there are just two ways in which you can maximize your score, and that is generally if you solve all like 32 questions and with even 60% accuracy, when you get like 18 to 20 correct, even if you get 10 wrong, then the marks that you will have is close to 40s to 50s, and that will clearly fetch you more than 96 97 percentile. Or you at least solve 15 to 16 questions correct, in which you can have at least 13 to 14 right, and therein you can get at least 38 to 40 marks, which will render you quite same to what the first strategy is. So it depends on you where you want to go. Both of them have their pros and cons. Ideally, I would like to go for the first approach, because there the chances of getting more marks is quite high, because naturally if you can attempt more questions, naturally you can get more questions correct. But our first target is initially to achieve the second option. If we can clearly get the second option correct, we'll then move towards the first strategy. Hence, this approach would be quite useful to get your accuracy right. So if you have understood this, let's try and solve the 17th and 18th questions. Do let me know in the chat box what will be your answers.
If you're not able to understand the question, ask me, I will explain it again. Otherwise, it's quite an easy paragraph to solve.
అమ్మ బాగా ఫీల్ అయినట్టుంది.
Hurry up, guys. Answers for 17th and 18th. Anshula, 17th is correct, but 18th is not. Please check once again. Others, hurry up. No, Tam, your 17th is correct, but 18th is not correct. Please check again. Spandana, it would be quite long to explain. I mean, I'll have to explain the complete table. Just wait for 3-4 minutes. I will explain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Anshula and Uttam, your answers are right. Sorry. The answer key which I have is the answer given there is quite wrong. Your answers are correct. Others? Okay, if you have got 17th and 18th correct, move towards 19th and 20th. Yes, Uttam, correct. No, please check the 20th once again. The thing is, how many can you visit subsequently, not directly? I mean, let's say after A, you reach B and then you reach C. So I can say that I can reach C from A. That is what the question is trying to tell. Yes, now it's correct. Others? Okay, till the others are solving, I will give you guys 3 minutes. Till then, I will be explaining those who joined late, and after that, I will be expecting the answers from those who are still solving it. Okay. So the topic we are covering is routes and networks. Generally, what will be given is a very different type of route would be given to you, wherein you will have various different constraints, and according to different constraints, like the ideal route possible, the minimum number of the cities that you might need, or let's say the you have a distribution center in between, and the truck has to go to each and every place depending on fuel efficiency. What is the ideal route to be followed? There are various different situations that can be provided to you, but the main important thing is, and that is how you follow the constraints. So going forward, let's have a look at this question. So this question states 6 supermarkets J, K, L, M, and O. So we mark them are in 6 different locations. If a person wants to go from one market to another, then he has to go as per the directions, and the directions are given. So from J to M and from K to O, it's both direction. You can go in both, travel in both the directions. Otherwise, as given in the question, you have to follow the single direction only. Now, such questions can be confusing because the thing is, you might meet some or the other options. It can be missed, and it's but natural. So instead of this, what we'll do is we'll have a matrix of our own, write down all the cities here as well as here. Now, the convention that we are following is, if we are going from J to N, we will write 1. If we can go from J to N in both the directions, we'll write 2. But if from J to N we can only go in the reverse direction, we will use -1. This is the convention to be followed. And so, as said, from J to J we cannot go, from J to K we cannot go, from K to K we cannot go, right? Because it's the same position. So all these diagonal positions have been filled with null. Now, from J to K there is no direct path, so we just skip it. Same goes for J to L. There is no direct path in this graph. From J to M there is a double directional path, hence we write 2 according to our convention. Then G to N, there's a single direction path given, so we write 1. And similarly, we fill this complete table. And after that, then we start answering the questions. That's it. If you can complete the table, the questions become quite easy. I hope now it is understood by everyone. Anybody having any doubt?
Kesari, can you tell me what is it -1 means?
-1 means there is no route from J to N, but there's a route reverse of it. Like you can only go from N to J, not J to N.
Okay,
It's a one-way road in the opposite direction.
okay.
Anybody, any further doubt how to solve such questions?
Casey, in question, I think it is mentioned N to M is also one way, but we have
Sorry,
N to M.
we have not taken that. Oh,
No,
my bad, my bad. I missed it. Sorry, sorry. N to M it is, yes. My bad. So there
and
will be a plus,
also
plus.
this one K to N and K to M.
K to N and K to L. We have taken that.
K to N and K to L.
Oh, my bad.
This
K
I
to L
think
and K
N
to
to
L
L is
also.
not there. Yeah, that's why I'm confusing why my answers are not coming.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, my bad, my bad. Misread the question.
Kesari, so for M, it is saying K and L, right? Like one single road, one road direction for both K and L, right?
Yes, yes. K to N and K to L are one way.
Okay, so I mean, the question reads that the routes from M to K and L, like together they're saying, right? So how do we
Yes.
consider, I mean, like M to K and K to L and then M to L, all the three directions will
No, no,
be,
no, no, no. M to K and L. That means M to K and M to L. That's it.
okay, okay.
Yeah, now try with the corrected ones. Manideep, please try the with corrected ones. Last question.
Casey, one more. This N to L is also not there.
N to
N to L.
K to N and N to L. I've forgotten my alphabets today. I need to take a VARC class again. So N to L. Okay, this is not there. And L to N as well.
There is no part between N and L.
Haha, I've corrected
And
it.
but this J also. Oh, this is arrow.
Sorry, which one?
This J type arrow between N and L, which you have drawn.
Between N and L. There's
It
no
is
arrow
curved.
I have drawn between N and L.
No, this arrow part is going now between N and L from outside, crossing.
Acha.
Yes.
So today I am the best example. If you don't read the question correctly, what blunders can you make in the exam? Okay, so now try the questions, guys. Yes, Manadeep, now it's correct. Good. No, Anshula. Yes, Anshula, now it's correct. Solve the 20th one and then we'll move to the next question. Yeah, 20th one, it is great. Okay, so let's move to the first question. A lot of will happen here. Okay, so it is in this part, and yeah. So basically the map is already drawn and given it to you, unlike the previous question, but now there's an additional information, that is distance. So according to the question, 9 signals A to I are connected with several one-way routes. Now there's a one-way route and there are some two-way routes as well. The number beside each line in the diagram represents the distance between two signals. Now what you can do is, quite like the previous question, you can draw the matrix, and using matrix what you can also do is uh, just write the distances in the box, or there is one more approach, that is drawing the binary tree. I mean, it's not a binary one, but quite similar to it, like how it is. Let me show you. So if I start, let's pick up one node. Okay, so I pick one node from A. Which are the positions I can go? I can go to F, I can go to E, I can go to B. From F, where can I go? I can go to G. For now, that's the only thing we'll not look forward more than one node. Can I go to any other location from F? No, I cannot. From E, which all locations can I go? I can go to F, I can go to any other, I won't say it now. Apart from it, can I go anywhere else? Yes, I can go to H, I can go to I, and I can go to D as well. From B, can I go to any other position? Yes, I can. I can go to C and I can go to D. Now from G, is any other place possible? Yes, I can go to H.
Yes, Rick, from B you can go to E also.
Okay, yeah, my bad, missed that. From B, I can go to E also. Thank you. From G, I can go to H. I can go to E. And once I go E, this chain of E will again follow. So I will draw like this so that it signifies that E can again be achieved. After after H, can I go to any other place? No. There's no other place where I can go after H is achieved. Okay. So E ka F wala part, let's see. After F, can I go to any other place? Yes, I can. It will basically be same as F. What F is there? So we have already achieved it. Now H, you cannot go any further. I, after I, can you go anywhere? No, you can just trace back to E. That is only it. So we will write one E here. Why? Because it's a double way route. If
I to
I to
yeah,
D.
H.
yeah, I know. I'm coming to that. We will choose one more because E is important. Now, apart from it, is there any other route? Yes, and that is D. That's it. After D or after H, is there anything possible? No. After H, there is nothing possible. After D, is anywhere possible? It will be same again. From T, it will be to go to I, and it will be a two-way route. Have we covered I before? Yes. So we'll use a standard notation which we were using. Nothing after that. After D, we'll use the standard notation that we have used because we have covered D. E, have we covered? Yes, we have covered. Will not use it. C, have we covered? Yes, we have. No, C we haven't, sorry. C we haven't. From C, we can only go to one place, and that is D. Now, let's write the distances and our job will be done. So from A to F, the distance is 37. F to G, the distance is 7. G to H, the distance is 1. G to E, your distance is 9. A to E, your distance will be 36. E to F, your distance is 10. E to H, your distance is 16. E to I, where did I go? E to I, your distance is 4. E to D, your distance is 10. I to H, your distance is 11. I to E, your distance is 4. I to D, the distance is 8. Same goes for here. B to D, the distance is 20. B to E, the distance is 24. B to C, your distance is 5. C to D, your distance is 6. This is what our tree looks like. This is one approach. The second, now let's ignore these questions for now because we are concentrating on the conceptual part. I want you guys to draw similar table for this question right now. I'm giving you guys 5 minutes. First note this down if you haven't, take 2 minutes, and then I'm giving you 5 minutes to draw such a table which we drew for the previous question for this, because we have to perfect a conceptual part of drawing that table. See, both the methods has its pros and cons. Sometimes this table helps a lot. Sometimes this tree helps a lot. Sometimes the table helps a lot. As you solve, maybe say 4 to 5 sets, you will get to know which type of method would be best suited for which type of question. But initially, we will have to draw both so that we understand. So I'm giving you 5 minutes, draw me the table, and then you guys will dictate me the table. So hurry up.
Okay, so can you move to that questions?
This is the question.
No, no, the above one.
You want to see the table?
Yeah, because I didn't note it down.
You understood the table, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you don't need to note down the table. This table has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
If you have understood, that's it. It's done. I mean, you just have to use the same concept basically. You won't have the same table. If you still want to have a look, here it is. Saw it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So coming back to the question, and now draw the table. 1 second. Yeah.
Done, Keshav.
Okay, you've drawn the table?
Yes.
Okay, let's wait 2 minutes for others as well. See guys, the important thing is for such a question you might be given such a set you might be given 4 questions. If in 4 to 5 minutes also you can draw the complete table, however difficult the questions might be, you will at max take maybe 5 to 7 minutes to solve the set 4 questions. Once the tables is done, it becomes that easy and your accuracy level will definitely increase. So it's like in 12 to 13 minutes you can acquire 12 marks. So that is quite a good return, I would say. In 1 minute, if you are able to earn 1 mark, that's very good in DILR.
Done, Keshav.
Okay, great. Others, 1 more minute. Okay, so let me know now. Everybody completed with the table?
Yes, Keshav.
Yes.
Okay, great. Then, okay, Uttam has already submitted the answers as well. Others? Uttam, please check your 22nd one and 23rd one. Your first one is correct, second two are not. No, Prerit, please check again. The answers? No, Ashwik. I would give you a hint in this question. This tree diagram would help you a lot. Yes, Ashwik, now it's correct. Great. The answer, guys, for this question is 40, and the route that he will use is this. He will go here, 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 and here. The answer is 40. See, how you'll use this T diagram is, see, A to B, B to C, C to D. Now check for D where we have written D. From D, I, and from I, H. Or if such a notation confuses you, you can write down after D, I, and H here itself. That is completely fine as well. I mean, the only thing is you will have to neatly draw your tree, save some space and everything. Otherwise, in such situations, tree works better than your table. Second question, 20-second ka answer, guys. Hurry up. Twenty-second is a bit tricky, so you can skip it for now. First try 23rd and then come to 22nd. That would work too. No, Ashwik, unfortunately, 22nd is not correct. You're missing something. Quite close, I would say, but missing something. No, no, Ashwik. The answer for 22nd is not. I mean, your initial answer was quite close. No, Prerit. Almost there, but not the correct answer. Manideep, no, your answer is not correct. I know it's bit tricky some. I mean, you can expect such difficulty level in CAT on moderate level if it's a moderate level paper. Okay, so for 22nd, try using the tree diagram instead of the table. If table is confusing you, I know not much important yet, but still, that will save you time. No, Anshula, unfortunately not. No, Manidip, 22nd answer is not 54. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Let's see if that gets you something. It's 49 and 23rd का answer is 8.
Okay, sir, can you please tell me the what is the route he followed in the 22nd question?
Okay, and what route are you getting?
Uh, B
Okay,
one B
okay,
D
let's
E
B
B
E.
D I
Okay,
sorry B
अच्छा,
D I
okay, B D I, ठीक है,
E G
E G.
G
Okay, and this total is, and what is your distance you are getting?
41.
41. Okay.
Kesari, even the way is
Even the B E F
B's.
G also 41.
Okay.
Yeah, same approach.
No,
Okay.
I followed B C D
One second.
I
One second. One
E
second.
G. Yeah, yeah.
One second. Can you repeat?
B C
B C.
C to D,
Okay.
then I,
Okay.
then E,
Okay.
then G.
Then G. Okay. And you got is how much?
32, 32.
32. Okay.
Kesari, I got it actually.
And how
Yeah,
and what is the route that you got?
B C D I E F G
B C D
I B
E
C D
I
I sorry B C D I
B C D I
E
E.
F and G.
Anybody getting any further?
B E F G.
Sorry?
B E F G.
B E F G.
That also gives
But
41.
yeah, but the answer is 49, not 41.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
The question asked is maximum distance. See guys, the maximum distance is generally the type of questions that will take the maximum amount of time. That's why I said if it's taking too much time for 22nd, it's okay. You can leave it, move to 23rd. It's completely fine. But the thing is, why it is more time consuming? Because you will have to evaluate all the options.
My bad. I thought it is a minimum distance.
Happens, happens. It's okay. Okay, 23rd. What are your routes? Let's erase this.
Uh, A to B.
Here again, your tree diagram would help you a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sir, it's A, B, C, D, I,
Okay.
and A, B, E, I,
Mm-hmm.
then A, B, D, I,
Okay.
A, E, I,
Fine.
A, E, D, I,
Okay.
A, F, G, E, I,
Perfect.
A, F, G, D, I,
A, which was the last one?
A, F, G, D, I.
A, F, G. From G,
Oh,
how did
sorry,
you go
sorry,
to
sorry,
D?
sorry, sorry, sorry. E, I, E, I.
Okay, हाँ, ठीक है.
Yeah. And one more A, F, G, E, D, I.
A, F, G, E,
E,
D,
D,
I.
I.
हाँ, fine, ठीक है.
Yeah, 8 routes.
Wait, it is. Others, did you get the question? I mean, did you get
Yes.
the answer? This was a tricky question, a time consuming one, but hopefully now you get the idea as to how you can draw the tree diagram and how it will be helpful. And also, even though the table like we used in the last method was not useful for this question, now I hope you have better practice at drawing the table as well. Any doubts as to how to handle such a question? See guys, I would say for this such type of questions, the logic that would be used is like 20-30%. Not much logic would be required, but the fast processing and fast calculation would be required on your tips. So having the proper tools, and those tools are your tree diagram and the table would sufficiently ease out your calculations. Apart from it, there's not much that you will have to do, but yeah, that's the main part. Because how drastically you can reduce the calculations is how much you will reduce the time, and you can invest it in other sets. So the thing is, you'll never get an easy set. Never. I mean, easy sets that does not come for such questions, but they won't be too difficult as well. It would be calculation intensive. That's the thing. You can either save time or you can either waste time in cat and such questions. If you can save time in such questions, that are a big bonus. Okay, so any doubts in this set? Anybody?
Kesari question
Okay, sir,
22. Why?
22nd one.
Yeah, what is the doubt in that?
I'm not getting 49, I'm getting only
Yeah,
41.
same here.
I got it
uh,
as 49.
I got 49.
we discussed 49, right?
Yeah, BDIEFG.
Yes.
We have to go like this. This, this, this.
Yeah, fine, case. Got it.
See, like I said, even after doing all the calculations, if you miss one, your answer goes wrong. That's the thing. So you will have to evaluate all the things, and for wherever you have to evaluate all the things, tree diagram would always come to your rescue, because therein you can evaluate all the options at once. It will require a bit of practice, don't worry. I'll be giving you more questions where this tree diagram would be required. But till then, hopefully you have understood the concept, right? Okay, let's move forward then. This would be quite same, but on a subjective basis. And guys, This is slightly tricky and challenging, and I want you guys to take it as a homework. Slightly tricky and challenging in the sense just drawing the diagram. After you draw the diagram, this set is, I would say, 50% logical. So in that regards, this is still easier than the last one because you don't have to do a lot of calculations. If you can manage the logic part, your calculations would be quite easy. Have you taken the screenshot?
1 minute, Kesari.
Okay.
Can you
Can we
scroll up a
record
bit?
this?
30th options are not getting, or
Okay.
just
Now,
decrease the size. Yes.
किसी की कर रहे हैं कुकिंग तो होगी प्रभुशिया भी हो गया अब
okay, and for you to check, these are the answers for the questions. Just note them down in some other page so that next time you submit me, DM it to me, you don't ask for the answer part, because generally what happens is I'm in middle of some other task and I won't be remembering the solution because I won't have the answer key with me at that time. So what I want you guys is to DM me the homework. I see just one or two people just DMing me the homework. What about others? Is the homework too tough or is it too easy to be solved? See, because consistency will be the key going forward. Okay, let's move forward then. With this done, let's solve this one. This is slightly challenging than previous as well. So, 8 cities J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q are connected by 3 modes of transport: roadways, airways, and railways. The 3 routes which are connected by roadways are 2 ways, whereas routes which are connected by air and rail are 1 way. So the key point to remember is roads are 2 ways, others are 1 way only: air and rail. The cities which are connected by roads are J and P. Let's first do the J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Okay. So the cities which are connected by where did it go? Connected by roads are, okay, yeah. So are J and P. Okay. So by roads, let's have the notation J and P, Q and P, L and Q. Whereas the cities which are connected by airways are from P to K. Let's use different color for this. P to K. Okay. So P to K. Then Q to M. N to M. Where did that go? And N. So N to M as well as N to L. The city is connected by railways. So railway will be green. R K to Q. So where did that go? K to Q. Then we have L to J. P to O. And O to K. Hopefully we have not missed any. Now there is no distance measured here. Which one do you think we should draw? I'm giving you 3 options. Should we make do with the diagram we have obtained, Should we draw the tree diagram or should we draw the table? Or this diagram is sufficient to answer the questions? First, have a look at the questions. Have a quick read at the questions first. Which one should we draw?
Kesri, I guess so the diagram should be enough because there are three variables and it will be difficult and very ad hoc to write the table and time consuming.
Okay. Others?
I think tree diagram is somewhat feasible case.
Okay. Okay.
I think this is enough, Kesari.
Okay. Others?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
guys think?
And I think this existing diagram is enough.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing is now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. I am giving you guys 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, try to answer, and you will have to submit your answers at the end of 7 minutes. So it's 8:58 now. We'll start discussing this question at sharp 9:05. Let's see which method wins. Your time starts. And hopefully the question is clear. Nothing more data is to be given. Aswik, please check your 13th and 15th answers. Prerit, quite correct. Good. Prerit, which approach did you use? The same diagram that is given?
Yes.
Okay, great. Others, hurry up. Barely a minute to go. Correct, Uttam. Great. Uttam, which method did you use?
I used the diagram which was drawn here.
Okay, great. No, Aswik, please check again. 13th, which you have submitted, is not correct. One more minute, guys. Others, hurry up. Whatever answers have you got, start posting it. Let's see. All right, time's up. No, Spandana. Mm, your just 14th one is correct. Okay, let's discuss. Hopefully, we get quite number of questions correct. So, if a person wants to, okay, Anshula is posted. Anshula, your 13th is not correct. Otherwise, all are correct. Okay, so let me first say the answers to you guys so that if you guys are not confused with that part, and that is this. These are the answers. All right. So let's discuss it first. So if a person wants to go from city O to city M, then which of the following modes of transport he does not have to go by from city O to city M? How can I reach M? Let's always I would say in such a question move backwards. Start from M. How can you reach M? You can reach M by either Q or N. Both of them use airways. So airways is gone. Now after that you have Q. How can you reach Q from O? You can reach it by K and then O, possible, or you can reach directly by, is there any other route possible? No, there is not. So the only thing that's left is I'm not using road.
I missed out on the not part. Basically.
Okay. Let's go for the 12th one. If a person wants to go from city L to city K, okay, we have city L to city K by traveling the longest possible route, then how many cities will he visit? So if we have to go to city L to city K, the shortest would be the shortest. Okay, guys, let's twist in the question. What would be the shortest route from L to K in terms of cities? Since distance is not given here, this question is open to everyone. Shortest route from L to K.
QPK.
JPK. JPK.
Okay, JPK, L to J,
Yeah,
then J.
JPK.
Okay, QPK, JPK, fine. And what would be the longest one?
LQPOK.
Perfect. So I see this. Uh, yeah, you're telling something?
That should be 4, right? Like from. Okay, wait.
No,
Counting.
we have to count the cities in between.
Yes.
Kesri, even LQ. Oh, okay, so my bad. Huh, LQ. Okay, fine. Sorry, my bad.
So LJPOK.
L, J, P, O, K. Huh, fine. It is giving 3.
Yeah.
Fine. The route can vary. You can have 2 routes. But are you getting more than 3? No. That's only 3. Good. Then this concept is perfect. Let's move to the next one. If a person wants to go from city J to L, now we have to go from city J to city L. Then in how many possible ways can he reach such that he uses all available modes of transport every time? Let's see first the number of ways in which we can go from J to L. So we can go from J to L by JPQL, but not possible. We are only using road. So let's move from the one thing that we are sure of, we have to use from J to P. That is sure. Let's after P use K, from P to K, then from K to Q, and Q to L. Is it?
Yes, that's fine.
Apart from it, is there any route possible? There's just one route that will give me all the combinations. So that's it then. This is the answer. 13th, a lot of you had this confusion. So basically this is it. Next, to which following cities a person can never reach by any means of transport? The only thing is, and was the easiest question, guys. I mean, just 2 to 3 seconds if you have the diagram which is drawn. N is the answer. You cannot reach N through any city. You can only go outside. You cannot reach inside. Next, in which of the following pairs of cities can a person use all the means of transport by passing through no city more than once from the first to the last city? So, which routes you use all modes of transport, but that is only once, not more than that? Let's check the first option, L to O. From L to O, how can we go? We can go from L to O in L to Q, Q to P, P to O, but we are using roadways twice. That is out. L to K. L to K, how can we go? L to K, we can go using L to J, J to P, and P to K. We are using all 3 modes. Perfectly fine. That is one option we have, hopefully. P to M, let's check. See, such questions sometimes you will have to check. That is unfortunate one. So I'd say 15th is the lengthiest question of this lot. So P to M we have P to M we can go using one way wherein we can use P to Q, Q to M, but we are not using what I would say is this. But there's one route, and that is P to K, K to Q, Q to M. But then again, we are using the airways twice. Unfortunately, no such possible then. K to Q, same. If we go from K to Q, we are using one mode of transport twice. Can anybody tell me which is that mode of transport? K to Q, which we are using more than once, or we are not using any mode of transport at all?
Airways.
Exactly, airways.
Kesri, but in the question it is not mentioned that we cannot use more than one means of transport twice.
Yeah, even I heard out. No city more than once is what they told, right?
Fine. See, no city more than once. The thing is, what will happen is, I mean, I can understand. See, that is not the necessary condition given to it. What happens is, like, I'd solved this question before as well. Hence, that is like the added hint that will get to the solution more quickly. That is an added hidden hint, I would say, that basically you will get to know once you have solved the question. It's not mentioned in the question, I would say. Even if you don't use that hint, that would be perfectly fine. What happens is, if you use that hint, eliminating the options would become quite easier. I mean, looking at the first glance among the options, you can eliminate them. That's it.
Actually, that's how I did. I didn't go for C and D because, however, in one of the question L is there, which is in three ways of transport.
True.
But Kesari, it is not given that it should travel from L to O, right? It's asking for to reach O or to reach M, uh, is what he was mentioning, right?
You are asking for which
15th
option?
question. No, 15th question is saying in which of the following pair of cities can a person use all given means of transport by passing through? So it is not evident or something like it. L and O. I mean, L
Yes,
a
yes.
person.
Understood, truly. But what if I try to connect both the cities? If I try
Right.
to connect both the cities, won't it use all the types of transport that are available to them?
Okay.
I got your question. What you're telling is quite correct, and you can use different methods for this question. This different approaches for this question. I'm just trying to give you one approach. You can have various different approaches as well. Like for this question specifically, what you can do is you can draw that tree diagram, and that will give you like the perfect top view of this how you have to approach for this question. What you said is quite correct. The question is not asking it in any way that you have to reach from one city to another. Completely agreed.
Okay.
How did you solve this question?
Firstly, I didn't go for C and D options because in the above question it was clearly mentioned. Sorry, I it was mentioned for K.
Okay.
So I left out C and C option and A option.
Okay.
So then later I started seeing for each and every place from, I mean, let's say from J to K and then J to L, then J to M. It was time taking
Okay.
actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing. It does take time. Others, how did you guys? What approach did you guys use?
Checking randomly itself.
Okay. So you, Prerit, what approach did you use?
I didn't thought of using any mode of transport more than once.
Sorry, I could not hear you. Your voice is quite feeble, not audible.
Using a mode of transport just once.
Uh-huh.
So I eliminated other options.
Acha, you use the same thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, guys, such questions which are like quite open to interpretations. Like I said, this is the lengthiest one. Yes, it is. Like when Asif was mentioning, the only thing is once you solve such type of questions, it's like numbers. Once you solve it, you get to know what are the tricks through which you can solve such questions and get to the answers and eliminating the options. Unless and until you have not solved some questions once or twice, getting to the trick part is bit difficult. But hopefully you have understood how to solve this question, this type of question, and what are the different types of techniques that you can use. So the key important part was you do not need neither a tree diagram nor the table for this. A simple diagram connecting all the cities is sufficient. Had there been distances in this question, then it would have become a very difficult question. Trust me then. Then this was like an actual cat level question. What you can do is randomly assign distances to this network, and this you can take it in your free time. Randomly assign distances, any number that comes into your mind, and then try to solve this question with distances. Try to invent tricks of your question of your own. You will see that you have invented a very difficult set, and that is a cat level set, I would say. And that set you will be expected to solve, I would say, in like 10-12 minutes. So be prepared for that part. Okay, then we have done that part. This is last paragraph that would be solving basically. So the thing is, this is quite a big paragraph. So, but the important thing is we have covered all the concept of this. So whatever concept did we use, that is of distance, of the basic diagram wala part, it's all present in this, and it is challenging. I would say this is the most challenging one, but and it requires quite huge amount of time. So I will be giving this as a homework. I'm providing you the answers right now itself. So I would say take the screenshot first of this paragraph, then we'll move towards the question part. And I want the detailed solution from everybody for this one. Everybody done with the screenshot?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay.
Yes.
Now towards the question, these are the questions. Done with the question?
Yes, Keith.
Okay. Well, the options are quite good. These are the answers. Solve them, and I want the detailed solution. So you have two very challenging sets given to you, and I've already provided the answers, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to solve it. Now I want the detailed solutions DM to me in 24 hours. Yes. So that would be all what we'll discuss for today, guys. And I've given you an assignment set which contained linear arrangement as well as circular arrangement. And the difficulty level, I don't think there was any easy question in particular. I mean, there might have been one, but not much. Anybody
Kesari,
solved
in
it?
the yeah, I solved all the questions except one set.
Okay.
That is the second set. Actually, I didn't understand what they have provided
Okay.
from 4 to 7 questions from 4 to 7.
Okay. We'll discuss it privately sometimes. Works?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
work. Thank you.
Others, have you solved it? Okay. See, guys, you asked me, you guys require study material to do it. The thing is, see, I can curate study materials all day long, but the important part is you solving it. And if I start bombarding you with the study materials, trust me, it will be a lot of mountain to climb up. Because once we start our revision lectures, you will have like only every day you will be getting like 5 to 6 sets as homeworks every day on a daily basis, and then it will be too much. So I would say at least what I'm giving you with the spaced repetition part, spaced homework part, please try to solve that part. So these 2 sets, and as well as the sheet that I've given it to you, please try to adhere to the deadlines and solve it, guys. Quite important. DILR without practice, trust me, guys. However good are you in theory, it's not like quant wherein you can eliminate the options. In DILR, yes, if it's too logical set, like when we move towards the logic based DI, yes, you will be able to eliminate a lot of options. But in such ones, directly eliminating is not easy. It can be, but for that we require high level mastery. At beginner level, we have to assess all the options first so as to understand what the question is asking us. Once you solve a good number of questions, then you can clearly identify how and what trick that you can use to eliminate the options. Okay, with that done, let's take a leave for today and we'll meet for the next session then.